They are going to compete, and they're going to full send it.
Mario, who's like #1 racer, he's really good.
Reggie Thomas, he's a guy to look for.
We're going super hot, and I'm on his ass.
It's nice to see someone come in and mess it up a little bit.
In the heart of the desert, where the horizon meets the fiery sky of dawn, a new chapter in sports history is about to be written.
Oh, and he is right on his back wheels right now.
Welcome to the inaugural Electrify Race League, taking place in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, no!
The air is thick with anticipation as the asphalt at State Farm Stadium becomes the battleground for the nation's most prominent electric skateboarders.
There's a lot of great racing left today.
It's day one of the Electrify Race League National Points Championship.
It's gonna be kind of a first, I think, for everyone. So this is kind of a uncharted territory, but super excited for it.
E-skate as a sport is still in its infancy, but it's grown massively within the last 2-3 years.
This is electric skateboard racing, so this is our first one. We have 3 different classes. We're running a stock class, and we set limitations on the dollar amount that they have to be, and it has to be fully stock. And then we have the modified class, which will be boards that you can modify, and then we have the pro class, which are pro racers, which are pretty much an open class.
This event is a massive step forward for the sport. I'm excited to be a part of the frontier, pushing this thing forward.
These riders are pioneers, armed with electric skateboards and an insatiable hunger for speed.
I've been able to see it from kind of like a toy, right, where you're not going any faster than 15 miles per hour safely, to the point where we're at car speeds. Essentially, it is like a go-kart and RC car all in one. So kind of just strap yourself to it and, hold on tight.
I think Mario, who's, a lot of us consider him sort of like #1 racer, he's really good. He'll probably hit over 40 on this too, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mario Ciccone is considered by most as the fastest athlete in the sport, and the one to beat.
Mario's got the experience. He's an incredible rider, and he is out there constantly, just at every racing event.
Obviously, Mario Ciccone is an absolute monster on the track.
I joke he's immortal because he can hop on any board and just be faster.
Mario is a mentor to many, but when it comes to winning, he holds nothing back.
It's been bittersweet in a sense where a lot of the guys that come from SoCal, we'd have the pleasure to kind of coach and help out at the intro speeds, and it's really cool to see them progress. But at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do, and then make sure that we end up on top, and that's the responsibility.
The sport of electric skateboarding has its share of champions, underdogs, and disruptors, each with their own story and reason to race. The varying levels of experience and background only add to the complexity of the racing.
So you're going to see a lot of guys from all over the states really coming here for this event, and then you got people like Mario, Morty Brady, you even got Tucker, Jack, who is in here. There's guys in the community that are just getting faster and faster and faster every day, and it's just, if you're not throwing at an exponential level, you're going to get left in the dust.
Reggie Thomas, he's a guy to look for. Gio and Kongvat as well. They're both incredibly fast riders.
My name is Rux. Well, I come from downhill skateboarding. I've been doing that since 2010. But prior to that, I've been skateboarding since I was probably like 11 or 12. And did surf skating, did a little bit of street park skating kind of stuff. The next step for me was to go faster. Basically, downhill was the way. So raced downhill. I've been doing that since 2012. And got into electric in 2020. Then 2021, I started racing.
Getting to practice before qualifying gives riders a chance to see their competition and determine where the preferred lines are on the track.
The first thing that you kind of take a look at is this track is really tight. It's about 18 feet wide. It's not a lot of room really to get around people. So you kind of start thinking about, okay, like where should I start? Where should I be? And if someone does happen to get in front of me, where can I pass them? Where is the room for taking a pass?
The track is a complex, winding circuit with fast straights, tight corners, and treacherous turns. Its design will test even the most experienced riders.
A couple of these corners, you have to time it perfect, especially at the speeds that we're going, or else you're gonna have a real good time eating that barrier.
In a sport where milliseconds can separate victory from defeat, every detail matters. The difference between winning and losing could be the slightest tweak to a board or the split-second timing of a turn. For riders of the first ever Electrified Race League, those decisions are put to the test during qualifying.
White flag is out. First lap complete. We'll see where that jump comes in. Jumps to the top of the leaderboard. Johnny Mooney with a 32.8.
Here, precision and speed are key. Each competitor races against the clock, striving for the fastest lap in order to secure the best starting position possible for the heat races.
See if he has it. Here he goes, pushes into the checkered flag. Can he do it? And he goes to the top of the leaderboard. Carrying a lot of speed out through the chicane. Let's see what he can do.
The beauty of this point system is that if you have the fastest qualifying time, you earn a point, which helps you overall in the weekend. Since we're 2 days, your combined points help you win that prize money on the podium at the end of the weekend.
You can tell it's a stooge board when it goes by coming through the finish line. And Ruck Smith to the top of the leaderboard.
With only 2 riders left, Ruck Smith sits at the top of the qualifying board. Next up is Reggie Thomas. He'll have to beat a 31.6-second lap if he expects to sit in pole position.
This is going to be a hot time if he keeps it together.
The mindset for me is it's pretty clear. I know that right when I step on this, all my worries and thoughts go away.
Doesn't even look like he's slowing down. Oh, going so fast. Reggie also on that I called it V5. Speed I called it 29.5, sub-35. Here we go. See if he can improve on that pushing up the hill.
It's not in my best interest to worry about the next man, right? So it's always, to me, about running your own race.
And here he goes, pushing down the hill. We'll see what he has for us. Coming into the checker flag. Wow, way to go, Reggie Thomas. He beat his time by 29.54. He went double sub-30s, back to back.
Overall, I'm ecstatic, and then to qualify a little faster than both of my times, I can't ask for anything better than that.
All eyes are now on Reggie Thomas. No athlete was expecting to see a 29.5-second lap time, except for maybe Reggie Thomas.
Currently sitting in that pole position and heat 1 of pro, so hopefully I can keep up the momentum and hold on for the rest of the day.
Mario is next up and the last rider to qualify in the pro class.
Mario Chacon. Is he going to put down another one? Oh, looks like he got the second with difficulty. Not sure what's going on. Board looks like it's got some issues.
I'm a little bummed out because the race board that I was going to be on for the qualifier actually had a motor issue.
Oh.
You want your MLR? His other board? His mod board? Take your MLR, dude!
But someone runs over and it's like, dude, just run the Meepo. Run the Meepo MLR. I'm like, I can do that. If I can do that, I'll do a run and, make the best out of the situation with the board that we're running on mod.
So we're just hearing now he's going to swap it out for his mod board.
I was able to get out there. I was able to put out 1 lap. That's all I was able to get because I crossed the start-finish line before I picked up the board and it was like, you know what, I'm not going to continue with this board.
Mario has just 1 lap to see what he can put down here in the pro class. Having to go switch boards because of a broken shaft. He's got to put everything out there to beat Reggie Thomas's 29.5. And, it looks like he's moving fast enough. He might be able to touch it. With Mario making his way for the end of this run, we'll see what he has for us again. Just 1 lap. Coming into the checkered flag. Where does he come in? Let's see it. How does he do? And that'll put him in 3rd position in qualifying. So Mario Chacon up with a 32.0.
I was able to work my way up to top 3 for the pro division, so I'm pretty stoked about the result, given the situation.
Reggie Thomas has secured the first ever pole position of the Electrify Race League Pro class, and in doing so, he has earned a bonus point which counts toward his final standings in determining the event champion here in Phoenix.
It's been Mario for at least as long as I remember, so it's nice to see someone come in and kind of, mess it up a little bit.
With Reggie Thomas disrupting the natural order of things, all other racers have been put on notice and will need to step up their game.
I'm excited for the heat races because, of course, qualifying, it's just kind of you and the track. Now there's people, there's pressure, right? The announcers are laughing, so there's a lot of great racing left today.
The pressure is on. Will Reggie Thomas continue to rise, or was his success in qualifying a result of others' misfortune?
Okay, now here we go. Look at the start. Hudson Sang up to the front.
With a brilliant jump off the start, Hudson Sang went from third on the grid to leading the pack into the first turn.
But Reggie's got something to say about it right on his tail already. This is some good action.
Regardless of where I'm starting, just kind of staying smooth, smooth is fast, fast is smooth, and you can be as fast as you want, but you go and spill or you make silly mistakes, then it is for naught.
Look at Reggie coming on the inside. There we go, great overtake from Reggie Thomas into the lead. Reggie passes Hudson Sang. Oh, white final lap through that downhill chicane. Reggie Thomas moving his speed out here today. Look at the way he lays through that turn.
I'm very, very nervous all the time, even thinking about the next races.
Taking the checkered flag, Reggie Thomas with the W.
Reggie Thomas had a slow start but prevailed in the end. He and Hudson Sang will be moving on to the main event. Next, Ruck Smith, Tucker Johnson, Geelong Tom Fat, and Ray Albano are lined up on the grid, waiting for the green flag to drop.
Lights out, here we go! Ruck Smith off to a hot start, making his way into that bottom hairpin.
Rux maintains his grid position, but Tucker Johnson is only inches behind.
About time. And the white flag, final lap. Can Tucker Johnson pass Ruck Smith? There's got to be some strategy here, too, because both... Oh, Tucker on tight!
After 5 laps of near overtakes, Tucker makes his move going into the final turn.
GT no! And here we go. Tucker's down. Tucker's back on his board. Tucker's board is down. GT passes Tucker. Unfortunately, Tucker could not get on his board in time. Lux and GT will move on to the final, and Tucker Johnson, E-Skate Jesus, and Ray Albano will go to the LCQ for their chance to move on to that final lane.
In the third Pro Class heat, Johnny Mooney, Ryan Baradelli, and Alex Garza do everything they can to keep up with Mario Chacon.
And there they go. The racers are off. Mario Chacon with an early lead. Followed closely. Oh, getting a little bit loose into that hairpin, but keeping it together.
We were back on the Pro board that time. We replaced the motor.
Look at the speed they're carrying through that downhill chicane into that hairpin turn. Did a final lap. White flag is out. Mario Chacon in the lead.
So I'm on a new set of batteries, and they're performing exceptional. But I'm just not used to how much power it's actually outputting.
Mario Chacon with the W, transferring through straight in the finals.
So outside of that, the race went great, and we got the dub in the heat race. Looking forward now to the main event.
For those who falter in the initial rounds, there's one final opportunity, the last chance qualifier. This heat is a high-stakes showdown where riders lay it all on the line for a chance to compete in the main event. In the LCQ, racers can hold nothing back. It's now or never.
Lights out, and here we go. Tucker out with an early lead. Tucker gets down launch, and remember, it's green, white, checker. It is a quick LCQ. Hold on to a position. White flag. Can Tucker hold on to it for that final lap?
The final lap of the last chance qualifier was anyone's lap to win.
Oh, no!
That was until Joseph Hitchborn got tied up and took a hard fall on the pavement.
And Tucker getting that last spot into the main final. And there we go, Tucker Johnson. Yellow lines in that hairpin corner, slowing down racers as you make your way through, please.
Day 1 of the Electrify Race League is nearing its thrilling conclusion with just one race left, the main event. The victor earns coveted points toward the National Championship, as well as gaining a crucial edge in the event points battle going into Sunday in Phoenix.
Here we go. Down and here we go. That's Reggie. Here we go.
My launch wasn't as clean as I'd like.
Left, right behind Reggie. Mario right behind him. Reggie with a bobble at the start, but able to maintain that lead.
While prize money is up for grabs, Reggie Thomas is laser focused on keeping a relentless pack of pro riders at bay, all eager for any opportunity to snatch the lead.
Reggie looks like he's making that gap a little bigger though. Yeah, Reggie, our fastest racer all day. You know, Russ and Mario right behind him.
So I was behind Ruggs trying to find an opening as much as I could. Eventually, I think it was lap 3 or 4.
Trying to nip it up. Oh, hey! Yeah.
It went a little too hot, slammed really hard. I thought they were gonna stop the race. I put my arms up, but it was just like, holy shit, you know? Kept going, I looked behind me, he was getting up, so I was like, okay, let's keep going.
Reggie still's got that strong lead. Mario behind him, Johnny in third.
With his teammate out, the pressure is on Mario to chase down Reggie and fight for the checkered flag.
Looks like Mario is gaining on Reggie right now.
Lap after lap, Mario inches closer, closing the gap between him and Reggie.
Oh, and he is right on his back wheels right now. Mario's just making some moves up in the front. Reggie got spicy on the outside.
We get it to like lap 5, I think, and I'm on his ass. And we're going super hot into the same section where Ruck kind of took that spill earlier in the race. I see the gnarliest fishtail.
You know, we're in the same spot at the same time, and that happens.
At that point, we're both off our boards.
I couldn't, you know, regain my composure after I got off the board, but, you know, it is what it is.
After a little while on lap 5, I want to say, I seen that the top 2 guys crashed, and that gave me an opportunity to kind of catch up, and I was, on lap 5, I was right on Reggie's butt, who was in second.
Down final lap, Mario in the lead.
Mario charges into the hairpin, maintaining a commanding lead over the rest of the pack.
Johnny Mooney in third. And here we go, checkered flag is out. Mario takes the W at the first ever Electrify Race League stop here in Phoenix, Arizona.
It was a good competitive race.
Started in 6th, ended in 3rd. I got lucky.
The final Pro Class race delivered speed and drama. With John Mooney clinching the 3rd spot, the disruptor, Reggie Thomas, taking 2nd, and Mario Chacon, the sport's most revered racer, stands triumphant atop the podium. Day 1 of the Electrify Race League in Phoenix is in the books, but the real battle is just heating up. Tune in next time as the high-stakes drama intensifies.
They are going to compete, and they're going to full send it.
Will Reggie be a no-show?
Don't know what's going on, don't know if he was injured or bored down.
Can Mario redeem his championship hopes?
I'm really curious to see how everything plays out. Racing's racing, and shit happens.
Find out in the next thrilling chapter of Asphalt Kings.